Hey guys, Spencer Williams here, founder of Williams Wealth Creation, and I'm here to teach everyone through Sales University, an overview of how to make sales and start a successful online business. This video will be focusing on teaching you the entrepreneurial skills of helping your prospective clients and current clients buy your product or service rather than trying to sell your product or service to them. This lesson is an important lesson to learn because consumers of products and services absolutely hate to be sold, but they love to buy. With this knowledge, you should consider helping your prospective clients and clients alike with their decision to buy rather than focusing your efforts on trying to sell them. In order to succeed at this, there are 5 key concepts that you must follow. The first concept you need to understand and establish is confidence, so that the consumer knows that you are knowledgeable in the topics you discuss with them, which will allow them to trust your advice and information that you give to them. The second concept you need to succeed is that you must understand your prospective client and current client's needs, wants, and values, which will assist you in choosing what knowledge to give your client when helping them make their decision on whether or not to buy. The third thing you must do is develop a solution for your prospective client or current client so that they can be sure they can trust you and that you are there to help them solve their current problems. This leads into the fourth concept, which is necessary in making a sale, which is to present the solution you have devised to your prospective client or current client, which will gain their trust and they will realize that they can come to you for reliable solutions to their problems that require money to be spent. And they will feel like it's a good use of their hard-earned money. Now, the final concept is to close the sale now that you've earned their trust and presented the solution they need. These concepts are necessary to master in order to gain a lifelong customer or keep your current customers. These concepts will make up the first 3 minutes of your first appointment with your client or prospective client and will leave a lasting impression on them, so it is critical that you make sure to include all the concepts. These will build their confidence, which will inadvertently make them more prepared to buy from you. The next important thing about preparing your prospective client to buy is understanding the different forms of confidence, right? There are different forms of confidence that you can instill in the client or prospective client, and you should pay attention carefully to these as it will help you gain the trust of the client or prospective client as well when helping them to buy your product or service. Purchasing confidence, which is when the prospective client or clients gets referred to you by friends or family or anyone close to them. When your client or prospective client has been referred to you by someone close to them, it will automatically instill trust and confidence in the prospective client or client. But in order to keep that trust and confidence, you must be sure to mention the referrer by name early on in the appointment to remind them that you can be trusted and they should be confident in their decision to buy. The second type of confidence that you can instill in your prospective client or client is a type of confidence that comes with how you dress. It is important to dress for the job you want and not the job you have. And you need to project where you want to be by carefully selecting what you wear. You can carefully choose what you wear in a systematic way by figuring out what your client wears to work and dressing in a similar way that they would to go to work. Now, each customer is unique in their fashion sense in some way. So be sure that you are confident that you are dressing the way they would if they were going to work. Now, the third way you can instill confidence in your prospective client or current client is in the way that you utilize your mannerism. You ideally want to project a friendly and confident manner through your nonverbal communication when meeting a client or prospective client for an appointment. Now, this nonverbal communication can be conveyed through your tone of voice, talking slower, and even your breathing. Having a relaxed posture can help you build confidence. So remember, guys, that your nonverbal communication is one of the most valuable forms of communication that you have. In layman's terms, your actions speak louder than your words. The fact is that only 7% of what you say is the words you use, and the rest comes from your nonverbal communication, which we just covered. Now, rapport is the next factor or way to build trust. Rapport can be built by complementing the success of you and your client or prospective client's businesses, discussing any common interests between your two parties and any common friends you guys may have, right? Next, you want to show that you are competent to help your client or prospective client. This can be achieved by discussing with them how you have helped others in similar situations or discussing people that you have helped in their exact situation if it is applicable. Now, the final thing to instill confidence in your prospective client or client is to show them that you have positive intent for your action when deciding to help them buy. You can do this by asking them what they are looking for in a prospective seller in your role. Additionally, rather than using the word I, you should be using the word we. Next, we go over a topic we have previously touched on in a bit more depth because it requires more attention due to its significance. When evaluating a prospective client or current client's needs, wants, and values, you must be sure to not just dive right into investigating these crucial components to a sales call or meeting. You must ask the client or prospective client for their permission to proceed in order to be confident that they have made the decision to be open and trusting with you. As soon as you have the permission to proceed, you can ask information questions, right? These are questions such as, how old is your company? How did you get started? Do you have a family? How many people do you employ, right? After you ask information questions, you want to ask them a couple analytical questions to them, which seek to answer specific figures about their business or current processes. After asking these questions, you should attempt to fill any gaps that you identify and have them sound out their feelings. Active listening is crucial to any interview or appointment. This is because active listening enables you to classify any biases that your client or prospective client may have, which could potentially persuade them not to buy. After you find your client's biases, you need to talk their biases through with them, as biases are very commonly stemming from fears. Once you make them at ease with their fears, they'll be more inclined to allow you to help them buy from you. To wrap this lesson up, guys, we will be discussing presentation procedures. Now, when it comes to the presentation, you must reestablish, or if it's a prospective client you're meeting with for the first time, you must establish rapport. This is a vital step in the presentation to gain their trust. Next, you will review the problem with them, make the client or prospective client or client currently repeat their problem another time to you in order for you to fully understand and grasp what they are looking for in the solution. After you have the client or prospective client repeat the problem, you want to turn that problem into an opportunity for them, right? Your product or service should be the solution to their problem or problems. After you turn their problem into an opportunity, you want to remind your client or your prospective client of your credentials and any of your achievements or accolades. This shows the client that many others have had their problems solved by you and your service or product. Now, the next step is to preview the action you will take. This will be a quick overview with your client or prospective client of how your product or service works and why it will work for them. Next, you must frame your product or service as urgent, exclusive, and make them unable to say no. You can achieve this by discussing with your client or prospective client the costs of them saying no. Next, you want to tell them a story of the costs of saying no and the benefits of saying yes. This will make everything feel more real for the client or prospective client. As aforementioned, the use of the word we in your presentation is crucial as it shows the client or prospective client that you are on the same side as them and have their best interests and their business's best interests in mind. Assuming you have properly followed the steps, the next step is to close the deal. This should be easy and natural after these steps have been followed properly. Now, with these concepts, you will have the tools to acquire new clients and keep your new and current clients when they approach you looking for an answer to their problems. We have excellent sales training here at Sales University. Be sure to check out the next video next week, as well as our Sales Mastery Program. If you want to join our Sales Mastery Program, or you are a corporation that wants to systemize a sales team and train that sales team to execute, reach out to me. It's the #1 program in Canada, and it worked for me, and it's proven to work for many of my clients, and it will work for you too. I'll catch you guys in the next video.